The first week that I got here, I was walking down the street and I saw a young boy really badly beaten up on the side of the road. So I took him down to the hospital, but when we hunted around trying to find his guardians, we realised he was a street kid. So this opened my eyes up to the whole other world of street children. I really wanted to find out more, and so outside of Arua hours, whenever I finished work here, I'd go down to the street and chat to the kids, chat to the shop owners, and God has just opened door after door. It's been so amazing, and now I've got a great relationship with the children on the street, and there's a good network of locals getting around me who want to see these kids get help.
I think we've really gained their trust. We'll be down at the crowded markets and they'll come up running up to us and greet us and say hello and ask us how we are.
I've been taking them down to the park to play footy, and I've been giving them meals. What I'm trying to do is show the community that these kids are valuable and to encourage the local churches to reach out a hand to them.
And there's a really good network of locals around Megan and even a medical clinic giving free consultations for the kids. This really goes against the general attitude towards them.
Most locals call them street rats and go out of their way to avoid them. So the change of attitude that we've seen over the last month is a really big step forward.
Gosh, how many do you think there are in the whole of Arua?
In total, I can say there are around 200.
There are far more boys than there are girls on the streets. So I started to ask some questions to figure out why this is, and it turns out the girls are being picked up and trafficked to Europe to be sold as sex slaves.
Most of the street kids in Africa, when they're taken to Europe, they're taken as slaves.
They're reaching there, they were taken as slaves, sexual slaves.
Okay.
Yeah. Then this was actually a live testimony from one of the victims.
Of all the children I've spoken to and got to know on the street, my heart has been the most impacted by a young 7-year-old girl called Arua. She's an orphan. She's been living on the street for around 2 years. Where did she sleep?
I slept under a veranda just in the town.
The very first time I saw her, an old man was having his way with her on a shop veranda. There was no way I could witness that in person and then leave her on the street for the night, so we took her with us and found a safe house for her to stay in for the night.
Hey. Bako, you all sleep here? Yeah? Come. Hey.
Do you know if your parents are alive?
Ini miatiki antribe kidrera wala trakera. Ini trakera chen? Yeah, they are dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are no organisations currently in the area here who are equipped to take in a girl like Arua. For Arua to make a real difference, we need to stay focused on our specific calling rather than spreading ourselves too thin, and it's the same for all other aid organisations. That means there's no help in Arua for the street kids though. The only place we could find to take Arua was an emergency home 8 hours away, so we had to put her on a bus and send her all the way to Kampala.
It's like sending a kid from Wellington to Auckland on a bus.
There are no organization working with these street kids. They are just abandoned. So there is no way out that they can be looked after. So they have to struggle by themselves.
But there's nothing we can do at the moment because we don't have the facilities, we don't have the funding.
If you wanted to get off the street and you wanted to live a different lifestyle, how would you go about getting that new lifestyle?
Kini indi fu street yabo, street yada mi life azine na lakini di fu street yabo mi do modo life do oni hata mi fu ndura gara modo la oni. That he doesn't see a possibility of getting out of the street.
Why isn't the government doing anything about this?
The government is corrupt. Everyone in the government system is corrupt.
When we were on the street feeding the kids last night, the police came up to us and you gave them some money. What was that about?
That money, if I did not give them, they were going to attack us. And they may think that we are wrongdoers. So giving the money is only to pay for our way, for us to be safe. So there was no another option, but I had to give them something small.
My name is Charles Asiki. I'm the mayor of Arua municipality. The issue of street kids in this town is real. The number of street children in town is growing. But we don't have any budget as government, as a local government, for the street kids. And I don't know any organizations so far working with the street kids in Arua. So I know that when you are taking my picture, this is going somewhere where please ask those people to pray for these street kids, and if there's anything, let's pray for them, because it is a real problem in Arua municipality.
What we've seen the locals start doing while we've been here is a huge step forward, and it's really making a change in these kids' lives. But to bring a real lasting change, you'd need to address the deep social issues that are causing these kids to come to the street in the first place.
And we, but Megan even more so, are still figuring out this whole issue and what God is actually asking of us. So please continue to pray.